Welcome to the show, everyone. Thank you for watching. Really good show for you guys today. And our first guest, we are so honored to have on. Emmy Award-winning sports journalist MJ Acosta-Ruiz embodies so much of what the culture is made of: resilience, strength, intelligence, and undeniable talent. From her time as a Miami Dolphins cheerleader to becoming the first woman of color to host a show on the NFL Network, MJ is a bona fide trailblazer. And it's my great pleasure to welcome the trailblazer herself to ISF. MJ, welcome.
It's so good to be on with you. I feel like I have a little piece of Miami with me. It's like my Miami fix for the day.
Yes, and you are coming to us from London. What brings you to the UK?
I'm here in the UK, in London specifically, for the NFL London games with the NFL Network and the NFL League office. It's been crazy. And I just have to say, the number of Dolphins fans over here, crazy. So good.
So good. Well, I'm sure they know they have Dolphins royalty in their midst. But let's talk about who you are. The first Latina woman of color to host and helm a show for the NFL Network. Were you aware of the space you would occupy at the network when you got that job?
You know, first of all, thank you. Thank you for saying that. It's very kind. I didn't really. I think, and you know this, Jason, right, firsthand, we get so focused on the job. So focused on the goal. So focused on just being the best that we can be, especially for Black and brown folks, right? Because the margin of error for us doesn't exist. So
Sure.
Everything that we do sets a precedent and sets a standard for everybody else that wants to walk through the doors. So while I always have that presence, when I walk through the doors at the NFL Network, I said, all right, here we go. What can I do to really stand out? And what can I do to really just push to align myself with the goals that I already have? I knew that it was going to be more heavily scrutinized, right? When you are a Black woman, when you are a Latina, when you're a woman, period, it's just that much harder, especially in the sports space. But I didn't want to let that take over the moment, right? While I had that present in my mind, I also wanted to take it all in and enjoy the ride and just remember where I was. A lot of the coaches will say, be where your feet are, right? And so for me, it was like, be where your pumps are, because, I wasn't doing it without heels. So it was important for me to just take it as it was, and to really enjoy the journey. It's true, even now at this point in my career, I still have to remind myself. So you're spot on in that feeling where sometimes you have to dig yourself out of the hole. And the days that you can't, where you can't see the light, where it feels like all of the problems that we have, first world problems or not, feel a little bit too overwhelming, there's a village. And for me, I've had the same group of girlfriends, right? Not that I don't make new friends, I do, but like my solid core are all women of color who work in the television, entertainment, and sports industry. So that in and of itself is very unique, and just very special. And they are my biggest cheerleaders. They are the first ones to be like, sis, feel your feels, but don't forget where we came from. Don't forget what we've done. Don't forget who you are. My husband is a huge support as well. He's the one who gets me together, right? Did you eat today? Did you have some water? Are you parched? Like just the little things when we get too caught up in things. So it is important that while we are the forward-facing people in this industry, the people that lift us up and just love on us are equally as important, if not more so, to keep us going.
You spent 3 years hosting NFL Total Access, but now you have turned the page, writing a new chapter at the network. What's cooking?
Yeah, so this is part of it, right? Being able to really dive into the international series and our big tent poles, right? So when I say tent poles, I'm talking Super Bowl week, the draft, kickoff, certainly the international series. I'll be in Germany as well next month when the Dolphins go and play the Chiefs over there. So that's a big part, but also the storytelling. Storytelling is the reason I got into this business, right? To be a conduit, to be a catalyst, to be able to share deeper stories in whatever mechanism I was. Now it's through sports. And so you'll see a lot more one-on-one interviews, deeper features, and just those same celebrity interviews also that I've done before, but we get to do them even on an even bigger scale. So I've already thrown my hat in for Usher. Everybody just say a little prayer for your girl that I get to do it, okay? We're gonna manifest it.
Ah, beautiful, beautiful. Has your love for the game evolved?
No question. I think when you get into the minutia of the day, right? Like when it's every day, you're talking storylines, sometimes it turns into the same storylines, right? For a week, 2 weeks, I'm looking at you, Taylor Swift. But those things can sort of start to feel like a little bit of a hamster wheel after a while. But then game day comes. and you hit the sideline and you feel the energy, and you just it envelops you in a different way. And so for me, the game has always been the constant, right? Regardless of what else is going on, regardless of the challenges of every day, the game is why I'm here. The game has always been what's pushed me. So that's although it's evolved a ton, it's also been like a mainstay, which is an interesting thing to experience.
Yeah, here in Miami, we've seen your journey from Barry University student to Dolphins cheerleader, leaving Miami to the West Coast, now at the NFL Network, but always making sure that that piece of the Magic City, that little sip of cafecito is right next to you to infuse into everything you do. And we are eternally grateful and so proud of you here in Miami, MJ. Here's to more ascension in your career. Here's to everything you wanted and you're going to get in your career, and all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jason. I appreciate you so much.